Yeah, I know you got the mad, I got the piss.
Here, you know what I'm saying? This is just a little introduction before we get there. This is the first kind of episode of Life and Times. We changed the name, so don't be alarmed if you see a new name. It's Life and Times now. No more Extremely Rare. Oh my God, I'm hot as fuck, but it's okay. Guys, we're here with a very, very special person. We're in a very special place on top of that. You know what I mean? Guys, this should have happened probably like 4 months ago. But at this point, it's water under a bridge. You know, we're here now. You know, this guy's done facts. This guy's done a lot of things, man. You know, he's definitely a wonderful, great videographer, director. You know, whatever you want to put it all into that category column. Obviously, a business owner, as you can see. You know, we're gonna definitely get into that. Oh my God, my eye, and then. You know, we're just gonna just get into what he's about and just kind of like, you know, just shoot the shit, guys. You know what I mean? This is just a very special one. You know what I mean? So without further ado, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Bobby.
Just Bobby. You gotta give him the full joint. You know,
I go.
yeah. There we go. Give him the moniker.
I mean, I direct under the name Bobby Astro, and I mostly make music videos, and then I run a photo video studio. So,
man. How you doing, man? I'm happy that we finally got this to happen, man.
Yeah,
you know
we just need to put it out there. Yeah, this was like months in the making because I wouldn't hit Timm back. Timm wouldn't hit me back. Timm would be like, "I'm coming today," and then ghost me. I'd be like, Timm. Timm would tell me he's on the way, and I would ghost him. It was a lot.
Hell, but it's okay. You know, at the core of it all, we're here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It ended up, and besides, when I was trying to come to, it wasn't ready, right? It wasn't.
This is definitely the right time for it to have happened.
Let's just kind of jump into it, though. You know, let's get into
what
the
nitty-gritty
of things. You know, where are you from? You know, let's get the background. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear all of that. We want to get to know you.
Okay, so I'm from La Puente. That's like a suburb in the like pretty much the most east part of like LA County. Mm-hmm. It's like going towards Pomona, like right off the 10. I've lived there my whole life, and yeah, I still live there to this day. I'm not really trying to move downtown or anything like that. It's like it's a slice of heaven, like away from downtown and stuff. I mean, I'm here every day, so I feel like I get enough of that. So
no, I mean, you definitely want to, you don't want to live where you work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to live on the outskirts. That's cool. You know what I mean? I can't lie. I don't live out here either. I live about an hour away, but I mean, it's nice. You
coming
know
from the
mean?
valley.
A little bit above that. You know what I mean? I'll tell you off camera. But yeah, it's around that area.
Yeah, man. I always say like I want to live where like the chubby Mexican kids are at type, because it's just like I feel comfortable there. You know, like. I don't want to go to the grocery store and just crazy, you know, people with stuff that I don't know. Like I want to see families and like, you know, it's chill.
It's a more relaxed environment than the hustle and bustle of what it is out here. You know?
Yeah, I don't want to see nobody TikToking in the grocery store or whatever. Like, just regular.
Yeah, shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I mean that's definitely something that you would definitely see out here. Somebody really trying to set you up for a TikTok and asking you crazy shit.
Something.
Where you're just looking for rice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get you, man. But I mean, even from that,
I was trying to use this EBT, man.
Hey, I'm not mad at you either. You know, get your money, man. Get right. You know what I mean? But it's expensive as shit out here, and it's just getting worse. It's getting hot and expensive. I've never been this hot before in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean,
like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
It's just that this place isn't insulated yet, and I don't have the money for AC right now. So,
bro, I ain't talking about you, man.
No, it's just. I mean, we could, you know, if it was like windows or something, we'd have like.
I don't. But see, look, bro, a lot of the places down here don't even like have like anything, and they've been around for like ever. So it's like I don't really think. I mean, besides like their office is usually nice, and that's usually where they sit at. But I don't know. I don't think like a lot of places kind of like that's not the first thing they do if it's like a production type shit.
Well,
like,
what it is really is like
and sounds.
Landlords don't want to invest that money into like a space. Like, man, when I moved in here, like this was dirty and like not like dirty. Okay, sure, whatever, but like undeveloped, like the electricals from like the 80s, the water is like the weirdest plumbing system ever. Because like for a landlord, like especially out here with like industrial buildings or stuff, it doesn't really like make sense for them to invest the money to make it better when someone's gonna rent it as is for the same amount of money. So a lot of the shit out here is like undeveloped, and the people that own it you know, they got money. They don't have no shortage of like money coming in, so
Yeah.
they can make the same amount of money and not
No matter what.
fix nothing.
Yeah, and it's
So-
like if you don't want it, someone will. Like, you know what I mean? It's just an over. I mean, because I was saying when you gave it a tour, like it's a fire building. Like, you know
Thank
what I mean?
you.
Like this is a good space. Like no cap. Like so I mean I could definitely see like if you didn't take it, he's like shit, somebody will. Like
They're
no
waiting
matter- no
for
matter
someone
what.
to. They're waiting for someone to take the initiative of like, damn, it's too
Yeah.
hot. I can't take it no more.
Exactly, and they're like, oh, okay, well, how much can we? You know what I mean? Exactly. But let's just kind of. I mean, we definitely jumped the gun. We can let's start with the studio.
Okay.
Like, you know, like most, you know, directors and stuff like that, it's like, you know, their dream to kind of have their own production house and things of
Yeah.
that nature. But mostly it's a dream and then they don't kind of go through with it. So, but you definitely did the initiative and went through the entire thing. So give us a name, kind of how you know, wanted to start it. Just give us the background on that as well.
So pretty much, this is like summer 2020.
Mhm.
We're like in the pandemic. It's just starting,
Mhm.
and I guess like it was really like, I don't know, like my uncle. Well, really, my uncle and I were gonna start a business. We just didn't know what the business was. We just knew we wanted to start a business. And at this point, I had just started making like producing videos, like seriously.
Yeah.
So I was getting money from that. And I was noticing that like a lot of the money when it came to like a production or any type of video that I was doing, like a lot of the money was like going to the location.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm always having to rent these locations. Like, well, it would be nice if I had something like that was my
Your own.
location. And then on top of that, like, it seems like a lot of money for myself and other productions is going there. So I might as well just like try to make
Your-
something that
make
like
some of your own shit.
make a business. Just
Yeah.
make a business, make something. Cause man, taxes are crazy out here. You really do need a business to like funnel your money through to like to make stuff work.
Facts. That
Mm.
is that was very honest and that was very true. No, for real.
Anyone
Yeah.
that's for like anyone that's freelancing down
Yeah.
here. Like even if you're like a small time videographer, if you run your income through a business, it's so advantageous to like whatever
Yeah.
you're trying to do, because like then at that point your gas and your equipment and
All
whatever
comes
you do
write-offs
is
and
able to be
things.
like a write-off or like yeah, and it's just like it's better for you. So
No, I mean, no, definitely. And I mean, I know you had another spot that was somewhere in downtown too. There was the
yeah.
you know what I mean? And then that turned into this, or that was just an extension of what you were trying to do here.
So I had that spot was actually only 2 blocks away, and
Downtown is just so close together though, too. Like
For
it's,
real.
it's crowded. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
It took me forever to even get down here. Like, it shit was hell. Almost didn't happen again. But I was like,
Man,
damn. But we here.
just-
But anyway,
Yeah, to get anywhere is like a mission. That's why, like, man, you need a car to live in California, but you could do without a car downtown because it's like don't even make sense to go anywhere.
No,
Like if
you-
I wanted to go to Chipotle right now, like
you
there's
can
nowhere to
walk.
park at the Chipotle, so might as well take a bird there or something.
DoorDash and everything makes killings down here. I know they do.
Hell yeah.
I know they do. Because even with like I said, you're not gonna be able to park anywhere. You got to illegally park somewhere in an alley, a crazy ass alley at that. Like it's just not gonna be a
It's
good
so
idea.
much. It's so much that I would say even like a good proportion of the cars that are out here are like Uber, DoorDash, Lyft, and like stuff
They're
like
all
that.
yeah, they're all of those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you usually know because they double park everywhere. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but I feel it though. I mean, if you get, I mean, I'm pretty sure they make it a killing too. Like, just out here doing that shit. But
There's
you know what I
actually
mean?
a backlist right now. If you want to sign up for Uber Eats right now, there's
Really?
like there's a list. I know this because my sister was trying to do it, and she was like, "Damn, there's a list." I was like,
I
it's
mean, I get
competitive
it
out
though.
here.
Nah, because first of all, nobody wants to work a 9 to 5. Like, that's not,
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't, not nobody
or,
that does it.
or
you know
they
what I mean?
work a 9 to 5, but then they do that on the side.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Because it's still file money, especially like, you know what I mean? If you're constant with it, like
Yeah.
anything else, I mean, it'll still be like very substantial bread. But I mean, even from that too, so like you said, it was a couple blocks from down here, and then
I had that for like almost 2 years. So I started. That was the first one.
Mhm.
That was like summer 2020 when it started. Really October, and then it took 2 years to save up enough money to get up to a bigger space. And
Yeah.
I was gonna keep that one and this one, but honestly, it just didn't make sense. So I just closed the other one, and now
Yeah.
we're here. And I just moved everything that was there over here.
this is the Pink House Studio is what it's is what it's
Yeah,
called.
I want to
Yeah.
call it PinkBox.
Pink
PinkBox.
Why? I'm curious.
I don't know. I guess I told myself that I always whatever warehouse I was gonna get, I was gonna paint it pink, which is gonna come.
Yeah,
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But when I saw the space, like damn near it looks like a box. Like it's literally just a cinder block
It's literally a cinder block box. Yeah, literally.
So I was just like, oh well. I had to make a new business name too, and I wasn't really trying to think about it. So I was like, oh, it's called PinkBox.
No, the business name should be killing me. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's literally why I had to change the name of this one.
And it trips you out because then like you realize how many businesses there are with the name. It's like trying to find an Instagram name. That's damn near the real struggle because like I was like, I came up with the business name and I was like, oh, I gotta change the Instagram now, and I couldn't find like a handle, so I barely like came up with that last week.
Nah, I hear you. I mean, because the shit is like, and then like you slick try to like ask people for their shit, but it's like then like if they do respond, either they're gonna tell you no, or it's gonna be like a crazy number to like buy it from them, and it's real. Like yo, it's a fucking Instagram name.
I want this one. It's at DowntoMars, just like that. Yeah. I've been wanting that one, and someone that has that account, they haven't posted since like 2014 or something like that, and they're not responding to DMs either. It's just like a dead account.
It's a dead account. Like they were Instagram said that they were supposed to like start getting rid of like the non like just the dead accounts.
Yeah.
So like to free up the at name pool and shit like that. But I'm like, you guys ain't doing that shit. Like
they must have been lying.
You guys are too busy banning people from live for no reason.
They're too busy banning the titties or whatever.
Regardless, you can't say shit on live no more.
Yeah.
You can't say shit, don't show shit. Like it's bad as fuck now.
I feel like even if you like say something on your story or whatever, like you could get it like shadow banned and stuff. So easily. It's not even.
And then after that, like you're kind of shadow banning yourself too because of the new algorithm. And I mean, being somebody that posts for the work that we do and things of that nature it's becoming hell. Like it's becoming
like guns, like anything with the gun is like
it's out. It's just like, and I mean, I get it. Like I understand, especially how touchy the gun subject is in California. Like I get that, but it's like like. You're doing
I don't
a
agree,
lot.
man.
Like you're doing a lot.
Let me post the gun, man.
It's like you're doing a lot. It's I don't know. It's really become like super police, but it's like I don't really think that there's gonna be another platform that's gonna come around and like take over Instagram. Like you know what I mean? Like
nah, no way, man. There'll be a new something.
Like as of like say tomorrow type shit.
No, yeah, like, it'll take time.
It'll take a hell of a lot of time because I remember it happened once. And it got everybody off Twitter and things of that nature. But then, like, I think you could only have, like, 160, like, friends or some shit. And then, like, everybody's like, oh, this is trash. And then, like, they left. Like, it was weird. It was, like, the one time, I forgot what the app was called. It was Red. And I was like, that's interesting. But, yeah, it was, like, it was some bullshit. Like, they had, like, a cap on everything.
Oh,
so, like,
nah.
Which is, I mean, I would guess it'd be, like, a server problem. Like, you know what I mean? Over anything. But anyway, sad to say, too. But, no, I just think it's really commemorable that you actually did it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're actually doing it. Like,
thank you.
And it's been since and built this fucking psych wall shit that we're on now. Like, this shit is fucking great, bro.
Yeah, it's big. You can fit a car in here.
No cap. And you do have a little garage thing, too. And
yeah.
Then, like, even with that, like, that's creative as fuck, too. Like, where did you find a fucking, I forgot what it was even called. Like, the phones that are outside.
Payphone?
Yeah, payphone. There we go. Fucking, yeah.
Man.
It's a little bit before
everything
my time.
I find, every prop I find, pretty much everything, like even the TVs and stuff, that's all off-rip.
Really?
Yeah, there's everything on off-rip. There's someone down the line that stole that from somewhere, like a Home Depot or something, and now it was on off-rip. Yeah, I bought it from some people, like right by my house, and they buried it in cement. Like a plant, pot plant, a plant like a
like a gardening thing.
Yeah, with cement. I brought it here with the jackhammer, took it out, and then welded it so it could stand upright. But everything pretty much there is like from OfferUp and Craigslist and stuff. And then like some stuff is literally from the street, but I ain't gonna say what it is.
I mean, yeah, I know. I see it. I was reading it when I was putting that bag by it. I said, "Yo, these niggas are clever as fuck." I was like, yeah. But I mean, they got so many of those. They not finna miss one. Anyway,
nah, we paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. In cash. What I mean? Right off. But anyway, I say that to say you did probably one of the best videos of like the last 2 years.
Which one was that one?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't.
You done a lot though. Done a fuck ton, but you did the Idris. You did the one with Idris.
Which one?
The the one with the fireplace.
Oh yeah,
the fireplace and shit like that. And for some reason, I was listening to it on the way here, and I was like, "Damn, I fucking forgot the name of it now." But Jesus Christ,
yeah.
Like, and before we even get to that, like, how long have you been doing it? Like, kind of what got you into like the whole video directing thing? Like, kind of run down that story as well.
Well, I actually went to film school.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a very rare thing on there. No
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I went to Long Beach for film
Mhm.
because it's one of those things where like my parents were like, "You're gonna go to college," and I
Mhm.
was like, "All right." And then, I mean, you don't know what you want to do when you
Yeah.
get
I
out of
mean,
high
yeah,
school.
exactly. You
So I was
know.
like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'll go to school for film," and they were kind of like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I really wasn't serious about it though. I was just BSing, going to school, like going to parties, like
The college experience.
pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. Except like, working, doing other stuff. Really not even thinking like, what am I gonna do after this? And it wasn't until like I was a senior in school and like I realized like, man, I don't even know how to use a camera. Like for real. I never
Yeah,
even
yeah,
used a
exactly.
camera.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it was stupid. Honestly, all I gotta say is film school is like at least the one I went to is a little dumb because I thought they would like it would be like example like show you how to set up lights,
I
show you how to
think
set
it's
up
the
camera.
history, right?
It's more like like the theory behind it.
Yeah,
And
and like a
so
lot of film study and shit, right? Like,
yeah, and that's not what I was trying to do. I really was never even trying to make a movie. Like I was
Yeah.
never into that period. Like I
Yeah.
always knew like I wanted to make music videos or like
Mhm.
really commercials, but never like
A
a
full scale
movie.
movie. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't really have the desire or like want to do that.
Yeah,
But
no, I hear you.
so yeah, I'm in.
It's not to cut you off, but it's a slippery slope. There's always like one or two. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
usually one falls into the other. But I mean, some people just want to stick on that line too. But I feel like school sometimes will fuck that up for you because it's a lot of just looking at movies every goddamn day. You got to write an essay on this and what they might have thought about that. But anyway, continuing.
I really wasn't even paying attention. Like I wouldn't even watch the movies that they were trying to assign. I would be sleeping in class. Like it was bad, bro. So I'm a senior,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do after." Because even my parents were like, "What are you gonna do?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "I don't know." And
You got
so
a degree though.
for one, huh?
Did you get the degree?
Yeah, I got the bachelor's.
Okay, all right then. Okay, at least
Yeah.
you got that. You know what I mean?
And on the other side of my life, I had to quit my job. I was
Uh-huh.
working. I was gonna get fired, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna quit." And I had like money saved up, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Well, I got one shot at this video stuff, so I'm just gonna buy a camera." So
Take
I
a
just
shot.
bought a camera, and then I just started, messing around.
Yeah, and then it just led to everything that it is today.
Pretty much, it was weird. It was weird where it just happened on accident, where I was just like at the right place and the right time
Yeah.
with the camera. I wasn't even trying to make music videos. Really, I was just rolling with my friend who was DJing,
Yeah.
and I would bring a camera with me, and then he got really cool with like they were promoters at the time. Now they're
Yeah.
like managers of artists and stuff, but
Mm.
they would like throw shows in Pomona.
Yeah.
And shout out to the AK guys. That's from way back then.
Mhm.
I say way back then, but that was just like 2-3 years
2,
ago
3 years
now.
ago. Same
Yeah.
idea though.
So it
Just-
feels like
shit
forever.
feels like
ago.
forever. You know what I mean?
But the first show I think I ever filmed was a Blueface show.
LOL.
Because and this is like famous
Yeah.
Crip mixtape. This is like
Oh,
in
this-
its go. This is like when it was on, bro.
Yeah, when it was going on.
When Blueface, honestly, at that time I was a Blueface fan. Blueface was good.
Blueface was fine. At
Yeah,
one time,
man.
we can't lie. We was all listening to it. You
I
know what
fucking
mean?
love that shit.
Huh?
And then right after that was a Greedo show. Same promoters, same
Oh, yeah,
guys,
this-
same
no, this was a
everything.
while ago.
Rolling
He's
with
been
the
in-
same homie. Right before, he was
Yeah.
about to go in. And then from there I was like, damn, I just want to keep doing this.
Yeah.
And I was shooting shows and stuff and just trying to like do anything to make a video.
get
Any
on it, yeah.
reason. I wasn't even getting paid.
Yeah.
And then the first music video was because I showed up to the same guys, so the 8K guys.
Mhm.
They had a party, and this artist King Most Wanted was there, and I just walked up to him right after he performed. And I was like, "Hey, when we gonna shoot a music video?" I just said it so like confident, just like
Yeah.
braggadocious, like when. And he
Yeah.
was like, "Tomorrow," and I was like, "All right then, we're shooting tomorrow."
And it worked out though.
Yeah, man, I shot that video on an iPhone.
God damn.
On an iPhone and like a really shitty like Canon, like the camera that I had, like I just
Mhm.
like
You did what you used what you had. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
really.
Resourceful as fuck. You know, I feel like a lot of people nowadays though. I mean, I feel like that's commemorable. Again, just saying because like a lot of people nowadays won't get into something that they don't have the latest shit, or whatever
Yeah.
the case is, or feel bad about not having the latest shit,
Yeah.
and then like not have the drive to follow through with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you out here shooting iPhones on shitty Canons and iPhones. You
You
know what
can
I mean?
just get creative with it.
Just gotta do your thing.
Yeah.
I mean, did you teach yourself how to edit, or was that also part of the?
Man,
You know what I mean?
I actually learned to edit in middle school.
Really?
With the school I went to in La Puente was a school of the arts.
Mhm.
It was a public school, like nothing crazy, but
Yeah.
like for whatever reason, the school district made one school a school of the arts. So like instead of having like I don't know what else another school would have had. Like I had no idea, but
Yeah.
they had like band class and like art class, but
Mhm.
like there was like you had to like be involved in one of
yeah.
them. Like you couldn't not opt in for one of them. So there was this one there was a yearbook class. So the students made their own yearbook, which is crazy
Interesting. Yeah.
in middle school. And then there was another one, it was called broadcast. And the school would actually like film a TV show throughout the week, and then every Thursday it would air live in the school.
Oh wow.
So I was learning how to use edit and use green screen. I was like in 6th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but some schools are not bad.
No,
Like,
man.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the public school system is what it is, and it's a little unfair. But if you can get into a good school, like I think it makes all the difference. Cause some people hate school, but I like school.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got to college that I was like, school is lame.
I mean, but like, I feel like not everybody, but I feel like a lot of people are like that too. Just like, after you get out of high school, unless like your goal is to like, you got into like that 4-year university right out of high school or whatever the fuck and shit like that. I feel like a lot of people are like, all right, well, I'm gonna just go and see. And then after the time they don't like it. I mean, shit, I went for 2 years and I was just like, all right,
Yeah.
it's time to pack it.
College is for sure the most BS.
It is.
It's
okay.
like-
and you got to pay so much money for it. Like,
Yeah.
It's, I don't know.
Dude, I feel like professors like don't care. Way less than like a high school teacher even cares, and way less than like that of like elementary school teacher or whatever. Like
Yeah.
they're chilling. They don't really not trying to teach you. They just have a lecture. They don't even know who you are. They're just like there's just a
9 times
disconnect.
out of 10.
Like
I mean, I feel like again, it's the pay factor as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's the thing of like, you're paying to play pretty much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Where it's like, okay, well, in that case, well, I have this lesson written up that the board tells me that I have to give, so I'm gonna give it to you, and whatever. But I mean, that's not for everybody. I mean, I'm sure some teachers, really care. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like
Yeah.
if it's a trade, they're just giving you what you need to know,
yeah.
and then go ahead and go crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Good luck. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like I said, I just like you. I don't know. I've never been a fan of college in any way, shape, form, fashion. I mean, I feel like you can do everything as long as you put your mind to it.
I did all 4 years, and all I got out of it was a loan. So you feel like,
Damn.
well, you know what I mean. You get the degree,
yeah, you
but
get the degree, but
I mean,
yeah.
really, like, what's a film degree gonna do for you? And that's like a little bit my fault, for trying to get a film degree. But like,
I mean, it depends on like in what though, because I mean, even when like when I have because I mean, I've always thought the film shit was fine. I'm like kind of a writer in a sense, just for my own feel. You know what I mean? I write shows and shit like that, and I was like, damn, I would love to get like some type of job in that type of industry, but a lot of them ask for degrees. You know, and like so it's like
they do.
Oh yeah, like all of them.
What?
All of them, bro. You would think
I had no idea.
you wouldn't need one.
Yeah.
Or it would be like kind of like a show your worth or show your work type shit.
Yeah.
Which I mean, in some cases it is, but that's also like a who you know, not what you know type shit. But like a lot of them will ask you like, oh, you need a degree in this, and this, and they're mostly all bachelors. Some are masters, and it's like I feel like you would never get the job. Like I feel like it would never happen no matter like how like
And
I
if you had
guess-
all that, you
yeah.
would be in school till you're like 30.
high key. It's like a lawyer. It's like damn near being a lawyer. Like you would have to not only would you have to go through your regular 4 years, it's probably another 4 to 8, depending on because then after that I feel like it gets specific. Like you're specifically a grapher, you're specifically this, you're this, and the third. Which I mean,
Yeah, they didn't even do that where I went to school. It was either like you chose a track, but like you weren't like me. I guess I got certified in like post production. All I had to
Okay.
do was take one editing class and one audio class, and they were like, "Yeah, you're certified
You
in
got
post
it.
production."
Yeah.
I took one class of each. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And they have you editing on this program. It's called Avid. You ever heard of
Ew.
Avid?
Ew.
What the fuck, man?
Ew. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's it's like archaic. You're like,
I
oh
know,
yeah,
it's old as
industry
fuck.
standard, industry
Yeah.
standard, bro. This is
No one
like,
fucking uses
I could
that
cut this
shit.
movie on Premiere real quick, man.
I feel like Premiere gets a lot of bullshit though, just because it crashes all the time. I love Premiere though.
Never had that happen.
I've had it happen a couple times, but like I think it was more my fault than anything else. Like, you know, you're just not doing the right shit on the right sequence, and then your fucking computer's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
What
And
are you
it's like,
doing?
exactly. But I mean, no, Avid is old as fuck. Like I don't think anybody uses Avid on purpose. Like even if you
There's
go
some
to,
people that do.
really,
Yeah, actually, a lot of movies are cut on Avid still to this day.
still,
Yeah.
I see a
And
lot
if
of
you
people.
want an editing job for movies, you have to
gotta
know
know
how to.
Avid?
You gotta know how to use it. You can't just like. You can't just finesse your
Yeah,
way
you
in.
can't
Like
just-
I know how to edit on Avid, and then they'll throw you through the ringer. Yeah. One of my friends right now, he's like in a editing program, and I
Mhm.
think they have him editing like shit on Avid.
God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of like, I mean, maybe it's my fault for thinking like, I think of like colorists and things like that. Like I have a couple friends that like done a couple things for Netflix, and it's like they all use Premiere or they all use DaVinci.
Yeah.
A lot of them use DaVinci, but it's like okay, maybe you don't have to use, you know, Avid, and I think there's one more, and I just can't remember the name, but like there's another one that they use too. But it's like
Yeah.
oh, maybe you don't got to use it, but that's like I guess so. I mean,
think
I guess if it's a movie, but I mean,
I think the industry's changing a little bit, where you
Mhm.
see like companies now using Premiere and other stuff.
or giving it an option.
like for VFX and stuff. Cause man, if not, like yeah, the industry way is like to use like Nuke or something else. There's like a lot. There's like industry ways, but there's a lot of new companies that
Yeah.
are coming about that are like giving it a run for their money. So
Nothing. I
I've
feel
had that happen before. It's like minutes of that. It's like oh
No, I've
shit.
I've done it too. Like where I'll be so deep, and I mean I'm really into these conversations. I'm not, I'm just trying to multitask. But like I'll be sitting in there like oh yeah, we're just talking. I look, it's 40 minutes, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's been on for like 20 minutes. It's like well, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
But you can't be like sitting there and like thinking about it, because then you
Mhm.
won't be like
I won't be in the conversation.
tune,
So
yeah.
it's like I check maybe like I don't know every like 6 or 8 minutes. Like just have a self timer where it's like you should look. Like maybe you should look. Like just glance. Like you know what I mean? Like because then like too like you can see that I'm just looking at the computer. It's fucking hell. But anyway,
Yeah.
back to it though. But no, I mean, I think industry standards should have changed just because now you can get a movie through Netflix and Hulu and all this other stuff. And I feel like, I mean, some of the inside shit, like they don't really give a fuck about what you're editing on as long as it's shot on a approved camera and approved
Yeah.
shit like that, which is crazy.
Yeah.
For them to have like an approved camera list, I think that's fucking wild.
It's just like elitist. It's really what it is. It's elitist. And then it's just like filmmaking historically has been like an expensive art form. And we're getting to this place where, it doesn't need to be that way. And I
No.
feel like come pretty soon, like you won't, a lot of those rules won't need to be there, where it's like, think about music videos, for example, like that would take a whole studio. That would be like a Warner Brothers music video, or like you know what I mean? Like a
and you need an
Lionsgate
entire-
music video. It's like a production like that. But
Mhm.
now, you got people like Nirvana that can make like their own VFX, or like Mosh Pit that like does the chroma with the tracking and like the whole 3D background, and it's just like,
Nah, exactly.
and
It
that
is-
would,
shout
go
out to
back
those two guys, by the way. It's my brothers, man. I appreciate both of y'all.
both of them are fire.
My peoples, man. I love y'all. I just had Nirvana here like maybe like a month ago or something like that.
No,
It's a great guy. It's my
yeah,
brother.
I watched
And
that one.
Appreciate it, man. You know, he's a funny nigga, man. Anyway, but definitely no, same thing. I just think, but I feel like definitely for them, they've gone just above and beyond as far as like just like you said, like just being able to figure out your own lane and then be able to be like, well, I don't need to do this industry standard shit if I have my own standard and run with it like that. One thing though about Netflix, they have their own Kodak. Like you ever notice? You ever notice that a lot of this shit is color graded all the same?
I didn't know that, but
Yeah.
I thought the codec was for like the streaming. Like
There's a I don't I might not be using the correct word, but they have their own like when you get a movie through them or whatever, and it's like, okay, well now it's time for you to color it or whatever the case is. They have a specific, like, I guess you could say, gamma that they use on every single one of them. Like and I've always wondered too, because it's always like a certain type of creamy, something like that. They have like very, very nice color grading on a lot of their stuff, but it's because they're making them use one to fit the mold of all of their stuff, unless it's like a movie that came outside of it that they brought in.
All the Netflix produced stuff.
Originals, all the Netflix original shit is all color graded the same way, or using the same gamma for this, which makes sense if they're using all the same camera, because they're probably all using like LFs and minis and shit like that for them to do it. But
that kind of makes sense too, because like it's weird too when you get into it and you have to send something for broadcast, which is like TV. It can only be so saturated. And like if you look at a music video now, like on YouTube or something, like some of them are saturated or like really like contrasty.
Yeah.
But if you were to send that into TV, like they might not accept it because the colors that it has is like it can't support it, or like it won't. It'll look different.
They only have so many channels of color that they can use.
Something like that.
And I mean it's the same thing where it was like I remember when 4K started like really coming out, and then like only like live channels had 4K cameras. Everything else was still like 1080, shit like that. And then like the resolution thing is interesting too. I mean, what do you shoot with personally? If I could ask, if you could give that out.
Almost everything is shot like on a Blackmagic Pocket.
4K or 6K?
I have both, but it really just depends.
The Pro or just the regular?
No, I don't have the Pro.
I don't. Hey, I'm just.
It was a lot of work just to get there, man.
I
didn't get the Pro yet.
I was like, hey, you got the Pro? You going crazy? Nah. What I'm saying, I just think like, because I was, looking into. I'll tell you. I'll kind of give you the background of this later, but I'm looking at cameras just for resolution and things of that nature, and kind of comparing. And you got a lot of the Ariel Lexuses that shoot 2.5. Then I was looking at it like, oh, that's interesting. Like, they're not a 4K camera. Like the LT or the XT and the Classic are like all 2.5. And I was like, well, kind of reading into it, I said, we all see movies that are in 2.5. Like all the movie projectors are in 2.5. I said, so why the fuck are we paying so much for 4K? And every movie that we're watching is in 2.5, unless it's IMAX and some shit like that. But majority is like 2.5.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is hell.
Well, if you're going to the large format cameras or film, if a movie was shot on film, it could be blown up to like damn near any size.
No, yeah, exactly. Without losing, and at that point too,
you're
not worried about
any quality, man.
And we're also not worried about grain and things like that, because it's instilled. They want the grain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also too, film has a lot better latitude and shit for light and things like that. I would love to like shoot like a whole entire, you know what I mean?
To shoot anything on film would be sick if it wasn't so damn expensive.
And you can't like process it by yourself. Like you need like an actual like house and like a 78-year-old man to like do it for you. I'm not trusting a 26-year-old to do my film, bro. I'm not doing that. Like,
well, you can't let it be like a lost art form either, though, which is like something where it's like, damn, like I might want to like get into that, because even now, like I don't even know what point the digital camera will really surpass the film camera, but even till this day, film camera like beats the digital camera like out the water. As much as people love digital, like film can be like, it's like you can make it 10K, 12K, whatever. Like you can. That's IMAX movie is actually shot on film.
It's a film, yeah.
It's shot on film. Like
but it's like
there's no red camera doing that.
But it reads like, I think it's like it's different because the way like it feeds it or some shit like that. There's that one, and then there's you can IP something like that. IP is like, you seen the Batman movie, the new one?
Yeah.
So they shot the entire thing like in digital, but then they sent it in to be IP, so it looks, so certain like film or certain like shots of it look like film.
Yeah,
it's like almost like an emulator, but like a lot more expensive. Like, like a real emulator. And it's like, I mean, I don't think you're right. I don't think it ever will.
They just threw a LUT on that shit.
They really threw a LUT on that shit, because it's only the orange scenes.
Yeah,
it's only like the dark, like really dark, like and saturated
the one foods layer. Damn. Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, you guys really just like just for a film, like you could have shot.
What if it was all a lie and they just threw a LUT on it and they were like, here you go, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. They probably did, man. You know what I'm saying? Industry standards.
They followed a YouTube tutorial.
All the agenda. They're on Tropics. What is it? Fucking, I keep getting those Tropic fucking like.
Oh, Tropicolor?
Yeah, Tropicolor fucking like ads.
Yeah.
Them niggas are expensive as fuck too. I never used any of their shit, but they're expensive as shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll just do it myself.
At that point, you know what I mean? I feel like you have to learn like color, though. Like you have to. If you're gonna do any of this shit by yourself or really get into production, you have to know your ins and outs.
The thing about the LUTs is like it might work in one situation, but like you light something different and then it just looks stupid.
Or it looks flat, and then especially if you don't know exactly what you're doing.
Like if you've ever messed with LUTs and you're just like cycling through different LUTs just to figure out what's gonna work for the picture, because it's just like it's not gonna hit.
No, exactly. And I mean, I think even like with like excuse me, like Da Vinci and like not Red, Red Giant has like a plug-in, like a suite, like it's called, I think it's called
Yeah.
Red Bullet or some shit like that,
Yeah.
or Magic Bullet. And
Something
like,
like that.
yeah, and then it like you can cycle through like other films. I'm like, you guys are just fucking like, I'm not trying to steal a nigga's like color grade. Like
Yeah.
that's really what it is. Like it's
It
just,
comes in clutch though.
I've never used it,
It
but I've
comes in
seen
clutch,
like,
yeah.
you got it?
No, I don't. But if you can get it,
Close
if you know
to-
anyone that's a student, you could get it for sure
for free.
for a
Yeah.
year for free,
Word.
or like 6 months for free. Yeah, man. I've had Adobe for. I've been out of school for 2 years, but I have Adobe because my brother goes to school.
Nah, and them shit's as expensive as fuck too.
Yeah,
like
man.
they just keep going up.
At my brother's school, they probably think he's editing or something. They're like, man,
Fuck
he's
it.
on Photoshop.
He's going crazy
Yeah.
every day. You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
logged in every day. This
didn't-
is the best free student ever.
You, and you just gotta use like we're just giving away sauce, but you know what? You just gotta use like an email. I'm guessing
That's the sauce right there.
that's fine. I did that when I used to when I was in school to get like all the Google stuff, like all like the Microsoft shit.
Oh yeah.
Like you just use somebody's fucking like shit and just have that shit forever. And like until like they figure out that you're not in school. Like, you know what I mean? Like they were smart about
They're
it.
gonna have to come find me. Shit.
Fucking shrouded in secrecy.
Man, I gotta redo my Microsoft Office, man. My Microsoft Office trial right now, so you gotta pay for that.
I know it's fucking and it's a good amount of money too. Like it's at least like $60, like at least. Like I mean I don't know, man. I feel
I
like
miss the days it came standard. It just got a computer and it just came with it.
see like some of them do, and like I don't think like the Chromebook so nobody's using a fucking Chromebook, but like I know like they used to, and then it would be like a 14-day trial. But if you bought it through the trial, you could. If you bought it, bless you. If you bought
Thank
it
you.
through the trial, then like it would be like crazy half off, and it would just be like that forever. But like now, it's like nah, we need our money. We need it now.
Yeah.
Like Bill isn't fucking playing. Like he wants all his bread.
I'm not
like,
paying for that. I'll use Google Docs, bro.
forever. This shit is. I'm not gonna lie though. Like that shit definitely does fill up quick as shit though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like-
I pay for the bigger one, but yeah.
Everybody gotta pay for something.
Yeah.
But it's like $1, right? It's like a
it's
dollar.
really
or some
cheap.
shit.
It's
Like-
cheaper compared to like the Microsoft Office.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, man, but I also kind of just want to like, we're getting to that point, but I just want to definitely kind of look at where you want to kind of go with everything that you're doing. Like what's kind of just the goal, like, you know what I mean? Cuz I know you're a standalone production house.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of your own, everything, you know what I'm saying? And I just kind of curious for a lot of people that I don't want to make one of those like, what do you want to tell to the youth? Like nothing like that. But just, one reason I wanted to have you on here is because you're very resourceful. You're a very resourceful guy. You definitely, take it from 1 to 10, the best that you can. You know what I mean? Definitely you're past 10. And there's a lot of people I feel like that can benefit from that. But from where you're at now, because a lot of people would see this as the finish line. Like where do you kind of, see it going, for what you want, your own goals?
The goal really is to like, at least right now,
Mhm.
not have to, to get the studio going,
Mhm.
to pay like, so I could survive type shit. And then keep making music videos, but try to keep it to stuff that only I want to do.
yeah.
Sometimes I get caught in a position where, money, I
Money's
got
money.
doing stuff for money.
Yeah.
And it just like, it takes you out of the art of it.
Mhm.
And it's just like, can't fake the funk that hard to where it looks like you
Yeah.
fuck with it.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
if I didn't, so
You
just
did.
trying to do more stuff that I like, and not everything has to be a music video,
It can be whatever, just as long
a
as it just
skit,
something with a
a
camera.
commercial, yeah, just something fun.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Something that's, doesn't make this such a job.
Yeah, but just keep doing this, and like always
Just
grow a
growing it.
little bit every day. But
Mhm.
I mean, if I had to do this until I'm 40, like I'm also chilling,
Yeah.
I would do this till I'm like 40. At
Yeah.
some point, I gotta retire though.
At some point,
Yeah.
we're trying to retire early, guys. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of this shit.
At least
you know?
before 60 type.
60,
at least, like,
before
you know what I
60 is
mean?
fine. Yeah, exactly. You don't
Right
want
now,
to be
they're saying we might retire like at 70-ish. Like I'm not really trying to do all that.
I'm trying to at least enjoy my fucking, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I want to travel when I'm old. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Too. Like,
trying
I
to
wanna
ride a
move
boat.
around. Facts. I'm trying to own a boat. You know what I mean?
Fuck
Just
that,
get out there.
man.
Just get out there. You know? I feel like owning a boat is a certain, like, staple.
Yeah.
Like, I own a fucking boat. I can go wherever I want. Literally.
Yeah, you got money to like just throw in the water, basically.
Literally. And, like, the wind takes you where you're going to take you. Like,
Trying to
you know
move
what
to the woods.
I don't know about that. There's fucking bears and shit out there. I'm not
Kinda move to the woods.
I'm not an outdoorsy guy though. Like outdoors in that sense. But I hear you. I can look, yeah.
Just somewhere no one can find me. Like
Yeah.
on some like I got a bunker in the middle of the woods type.
If shit goes wrong, you're the last person to hear about it. Type
Man.
shit. You know what I mean? Nah, I hear you though. But look, man, I just want to definitely say, man, I'm definitely looking up to you, man. You're doing a great fucking job.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on here. You know what I'm saying? We finally fucking made it happen. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, just keep on keeping on, man.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I really appreciate you. Any last words?
Nope.
Nigga said, no, that's the first one too. All right, y'all. This has been Life in Times, man. Bow.
Life and Times.
Facts.